and welcome to Class Chats, where we discuss race and its role in our community. Before we jump into this video, let's meet the class.
I'm Kimmy, and I'm a senior at Washington Liberty High School. On the census, I'm Black, but I identify as biracial because my mom is a Japanese immigrant and my dad is African American.
Hi, I'm Zaid. I'm a senior at Washington Liberty High School. On the census, I'm white, but I identify as Moroccan American because my mother is white and my father is Moroccan.
Hi, I'm Cecilia. I'm a junior at Yorktown High School. On the census, I'm other, but I identify as Indigenous Brazilian.
Hi, I'm Ari. I'm a senior at Wakefield High School. I'm white both on the census and in real life, and I'm a Jewish American.
Welcome back to Class Chats. In our last video, we talked about the basics of tokenism. Now, let's talk about how tokenism impacts us in our daily lives in school.
I guess just because of the fact that I'm, I guess because Ari and I aren't, visibly, we lack melatonin.
I think the word is that's melanin. Melatonin's
melatonin's the thing that makes you sleep. Right. Melanin. We lack melancholy, okay?
I mean, I lack melatonin too. I have insomnia, but that's off topic.
We lack watermelon, but so I guess just because we're not visibly
in a minority. I mean, technically Ari is in a religious minority, so to speak, but not like a racial minority. And technically on the census aid, North Africa is white. Y'all get racism, but especially religious racism with the Arab Peninsula and religious racism against religious
Muslims.
race.
Yeah,
I think it's just called discrimination, right? Like Islamophobia if we're talking about Muslims, and then anti-Semitism if it's about Jews.
Yeah, it's not religious racism. Our terminology is messed up today, but it's okay. But yeah, it's definitely not something that you'll see. I don't know. Cecilia, is it different for you? Because definitely people look at us and they're like, all right, we know that you don't.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when the Black Lives Matter movement was huge, right? It was at its peak in, I don't know, January, February.
Yeah, it was after George Floyd, I feel like.
I think it was in June 2020.
Yeah, because I remember I was already in school. Was I? No, I don't know. But it was some point around there, March. And we had this conversation, right? Because Yorktown likes to pretend that they're so woke. And so we had this conversation in my psych class, and I'm pretty sure I was the only visible person of color. The other people were I think there was one Asian girl, and they were so today we brought here the only Black counselor to talk about this, and
what?
Because she has the most experience with this stuff, and I was right. Absolutely.
They have the most experience getting literally strangled.
Yeah.
I was shocked. And then they were and we'd love to hear from the people of color. And I was for me?
From the people of color.
We'd love to hear from the person of color.
I know.
Yeah.
Who are these people here? That implies multiple.
It is just me.
That implies plural. I think we really mean singular here.
From the person of color. Yeah, I'll talk.
This story is a really great example of the daily challenges that students of color experience in school. After all, nobody wants a spotlight on them, especially not with tokenism. Ultimately, the goal of any race conversation, especially in school, is to create a safe space where people feel comfortable discussing an uncomfortable topic, not to single people out and make certain students feel uncomfortable and unsafe. With that said, thank you so much for tuning into Class Chats and listening to our stories. Class dismissed.